Yo, what's going on YouTube? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And in this video, this is essentially just a little farm update. I'm going to keep it pretty short and sweet. Essentially, as you guys can see, I got the thermal pads for all of my cards finally. I went with the critical thermal pads. So I got 3 NVIDIA Founders Editions thermal pad kits. These are pre-cut. And then I got 2 XC3s. And then I got for the 3080s, and I got 2 more 3080 for the Win 3s, and then I got one last 3090 for the Win 3 kit. So these kits are already pre-cut. Let me see if I can open one up and show you guys really quick. There you guys go. So everything's already pre-cut by Critical. They're all perfectly measured, and essentially it's all, you're just putting them in plug and play pretty much. You obviously need thermal paste and whatnot, and obviously the right tools and whatnot. So it's gonna make my life easier because I do have 8 cards to do. I'm probably gonna start off with the 2 EVGA XC3 cards, and then maybe the 4 wins after, and then I'll leave the Founders Editions for another day. We'll have to see about that. But I just want to show you guys a little update. It finally came in. Unfortunately, I do think customs went through everything because it was held up at UPS for a while. If you can see, like, they're all open. I did inspect them all. Nothing's missing, but they were all open, and I assume due to customs checking them out. So yeah, they're finally in. I will say this though, my personal experience purchasing off of them, I'll probably talk about it a little bit more in depth after changing a pad on a card, but essentially pretty smooth. The website is okay. I just didn't like how it didn't accept credit card. You had to use PayPal, which I don't have PayPal, so I had to get someone else to buy it for me, which was kind of annoying. But aside from that, you know, I got them. They're legit, and I'll be testing them out on my GPUs. So that's a little bit of an update regarding my GPU thermal pad replacements. What else is going on is, I think I've shown you guys that I'm going to be starting a grow tent build. I'm going to be putting my 12 GPU rig in a grow tent so I can reduce the temperatures in my basement. Maybe another one of these rigs once the thermal pads are changed, so I can you know, essentially cool my basement down a little bit more and a lot better. So this is a VivoSun 8-inch fan. It does about 720 CFM. I also got the piping, the ducting or whatever, that's 8 inches, and we also got the 8-inch clamps. So that's pretty much good to go. And I also finally got the grow tent itself. So this is a Mars Hydro, I think this is a 6-foot grow tent. I just got it today. I got it off Amazon warehouse deal, so we'll see how this goes. I don't know how smooth it'll go. Hopefully it's not missing anything and it's in really good condition, but this is essentially the grow tent, and I'll be putting it up. So this is another reason why I'm doing this video, is because you'll probably see my rigs in the open for the last time for a long time until winter comes back, because I'll be putting them in the grow tent, and essentially it's not going to be open for a while. So this is my 1 card test bench rig. I just left the Supremex, like I said. These are the thermal pads, still going good. I'm really happy with this right now, so I'm just leaving this as is. But let's go to my rigs. Alright guys, we're here in my basement, and the other side of the basement essentially, and this is my entire 29 GPU 2 Ghs Farm, aside from that 1 card on the test bench, and I have some other cards down. But aside from that, this is the farm. So I have everything in one spot, and I just wanted to show you guys, as the last time for a long time, that you'll see that everything is out in the open. They're all lined up looking pretty. Because you guys won't see that anymore once it goes into the grow tent. So I just wanted to show you guys. And yeah guys, so essentially I'm thinking of putting this rig, because it's 12 you know, RTX 3060s, 3060 Ti's, and 3070s. Because they don't have GDDR6X, they can run a little bit hotter, and the memory doesn't run as hot. So these cards will be going into the grow tent, and one of these 2 rigs will be going into the grow tent as well, because this rig doesn't produce a lot of heat, neither does that rig. So we'll have to see. Decide later on. I probably would prefer to keep this rig out here, because I'm not changing the thermal pads on the ASUS Strix. And honestly, if the you know, the heat output after changing the two pads of the 4-in-1-3s, the 3090 and that 3080, isn't that bad. You know, I may not change the pads on the Founders Editions yet, because they still are okay. They're in the 90s, so we'll have to see about that. But essentially, I'll probably be starting out with this rig. These two 3080 XC3s. When I change the thermal pads, they are my oldest cards that I have from a year ago, and they probably have the worst temperatures by far of any cards here. So yeah guys, this is just a short little update. Have that exhaust fan up from my previous video as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This is the last time you'll be seeing it in this form until, you know, winter comes back, or, you know, it gets cold again. But yeah guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing the rigs out like this. I know it's kind of depressing not seeing them out in the open. Looks so cool and nice, but you know, we got to fix those temperatures, man, because the temperatures are pretty bad. And if I do want to add like another 240 volt you know, plug over there, obviously we can't have rigs in the open. We got to put them in grow tents, because as you guys can see, we're pretty much using 24 amps of power. We're at the 80% rule, so we're pretty much done, right? I can probably add another card or two, but we're done. So I'm thinking of adding another PDU right there, doing a 240 volt plug. But this time, this rig will have the grow tent, and it'll just be exhausting out there, so we can run more hash without compromising the heat in my home and not having to run the AC 24/7, because it can get brutal, man. I've been lucky, the weather's been pretty bad here and it's been cold, but you know, it's still been pretty brutal. So yeah guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the iteration of my rigs like this. Hopefully everyone's looking forward to my grow tent build and stuff. And you know, I'm excited, man. I'm excited to get all this stuff done, and hopefully you guys are too. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the little farm update. That's all that's really going on. And yeah, see you guys in the next videos, man.